Dream Juice Chronicles.
Episode 1, baby. Super Cup still has some
Avengers
left in the
Doomsday,
tank.
big announcement.
Hockey was the most
quarterback
skilled
leads the team,
sport.
right? So why not any other quarterback?
Ranch sucks.
Just got out of an opening night IMAX premiere of Thunderbolt.
I'm saying exactly Captain America.
Is that a fast food burger?
I'm not saying you would put tonight. I'm saying
Honestly.
no. Hey, I thought about
Welcome
it.
back to the Dream Juice Podcast, episode 13.
Marvel Endgame, you get your point.
If I haven't rewatched it once, why would I rewatch it?
You should know. So quit complaining and get back to like Dream Juice
grind, bro.
June
Start
things. Birthday spectacular.
What is up, everybody, and welcome to the Dream Juice Podcast, episode 26. Now, I'm Josh alongside my co-host, Cade, with me. If this is your first time tuning in, thank you guys.
Welcome.
And if you've seen us before, welcome back. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and like the video. Before we kind of get started into this episode, I do want to mention, because I failed to mention it last week, you may or may not have noticed we haven't been uploading on Mondays the last couple of weeks.
There we go.
We are now uploading on Wednesdays going forward for the time being, because it is now football season, and you've seen us the last couple episodes cover a lot of football games. And so the reason we're doing it on Wednesdays now is because us recording and us posting the episodes, it won't interfere with any of the games happening throughout the week. And so we just moved it a couple days down the line.
Perfect.
Basically, we're still Marvel movie podcast and everything, but it kind of works out that it's a little bit of a dry time with those periods, and football is ramping up, and so you'll be seeing a lot more, football stuff going forward with Juiced Up and all that stuff. But whenever movie stuff comes about, we will cover it, of course. But we have another big episode this week for episode 26. We do have a little bit of movie news to cover, and so there's a couple things to go over as well. But then, hey, we had a big weekend of football.
Big weekend, dude.
A lot of great college and NFL action, and so a good Juiced Up segment for you guys today, and that'll kind of be the gist of our podcast. But going into a bit of news to start off on the more movie Marvel side, I want to start off by saying Tobey Maguire was spotted in London recently, and there are two movies currently filming in London right now: Spider-Man: Brand New Day and Avengers: Doomsday. And so, do you have any thoughts there?
I don't know. It is it's crazy if you really spotting these people out there, man. First off, I gotta ask: do you think anyone that's not in the movie, that's been a part of all these movies, ever go just to visit the set and be alongside with them? Like someone like Chris Evans too. Mm-hmm. Like if he was someone like that, or who'd you say?
Toby,
yeah, Tobey. I don't know. Tobey is sketch though. Like, what could he be doing?
That's definitely different, because
different.
It's more different than an Andrew Garfield, who's English. Tobey Maguire's American, and so he's got to be going over there for business of some sort.
Mm-hmm.
And so I do want to ask: do you think he will appear, or do you want him to appear in an upcoming movie? And if so, what do you want him to appear in?
I thought Secret Wars would have been a better fit, because as of right now, Doomsday is just like, we haven't got an Avengers movie yet, and then we're so used to the first Avengers being just like a squad of 5 with all these people that are already in it, and adding Tobey. Like, my first initial thought would just be like, oh, this too much is going on. But I don't want to say it, because I would love to see Tobey. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if I had to take him now, I want him sometime. So I would take him. I mean, if they're pulling him in, then it's got to be for the right reasons. So I mean, what do you think about that?
I'm kind of in the same boat as you. I think going with my gut right now, I don't want to see him until Secret Wars. I definitely don't want to see him in Brand New Day. I don't want that to deal with the multiverse whatsoever. Sure. And like you said, Doomsday, I'd rather not see him there, just because it's so crowded, and you're already getting all the X-Men from the other universe in, and that's going to be a lot of old characters to begin with. And so they're already dealing with a huge roster of characters, and a lot that haven't even been announced yet. Yeah. And so Secret Wars would make the most sense. But like you said, if he somehow is in it and they have a good reason for it, I wouldn't be mad to see him. But that's definitely that. So it is very interesting to see Tobey around London, where those two movies are shooting. Yeah. But as far as another actor goes, Chris Evans, have you seen him lately?
Yeah, everybody's talking about it, man.
Looking very much like Steve Rogers.
Kate was actually the first one to show me that. She was like, look what they're posting. I was like,
and it's crazy, because if you look at him just a couple months ago, whenever he like was out and about for his other movie that was premiering, he looks a lot different from then until now. I mean, he definitely looks. I mean, the haircut, he's getting jacked again. Like this is definitely Steve Rogers' Captain America form.
Is he playing Hydra or is he playing?
I don't know, man. And here's the thing I'll say is, it's more and more looking like he's going to be in the movie at some point. Like it's always been hard to believe that they're going to bring every single person back for these and not bring Chris Evans back in some capacity.
Like, it seems like the one guy that's kind of like.
But definitely, as far as if he's coming back as Steve Rogers, not even Captain America or not even Captain Hydra, as Steve Rogers, I just want it to be justified because Endgame finished his story so well. I don't want him to bring him back just for like fan service and whatnot.
Would you rather know? Would you rather know? Like if Chris Evans happens to be in it, would you rather know like right now or no? You'd rather keep it a surprise?
Well, I mean, it's even like you see all these like fan theories of like the movie opening up.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah.
And like, how crazy would it be for like the fans and just our reaction in the theater if the movie starts with Chris Evans?
Starts with that would be
it's not even like a Tobey and Andrew in the middle of the movie they get revealed. It just opens
that's like a clip. That's a clip from Endgame that we're gonna get. So it'd be
like if that opens up with that would be crazy. But
that'd be nuts. Everyone like dude, start off the bat like that'd be nuts.
That'd be crazy.
It's just really interesting to see how they're going to do it.
But like you said, I mean, probably not. I don't think I want to know if he's confirmed.
I think as of right now, I'm
literally solid on the cast. Like I don't care. I just want them to keep going and that I'm good with it. I'm good with the cast they've announced. I don't want them to do anymore because there's
with the spot we're in now. I would really like the fact that Brand New Day is still coming out before it. Regardless, we haven't got official confirmation that Tom Holland Spider-Man is in Doomsday.
Yeah.
So as of right now, if you had to ask me how I'd want it, I'd want, even if it's just minimal screen time, I would love a surprise similar to like the Infinity War when he came out of nowhere, something like that. But we knew he was going to be in Infinity War. But the same thing with Doomsday, but he comes out of nowhere and we didn't expect him to come.
Yeah,
I would want something like that. He doesn't have to be in it a lot, but just a little something would be cool.
That's smart. And I don't know if it's not even 100% that I would think he'd be in it either. I mean, it's still on the table if he is in it or not. And Marvel actually still does have that Untitled movie slate in 2027, July 2027, and a lot of people are saying Doctor Strange 3, so that maybe leaves Doctor Strange out of the table, and so a lot of possibilities. But as far as Doomsday, as of today's the day we're recording this morning, the Russo brothers posted a picture.
Yeah, what was that?
That said captioned hashtag Doomsday is coming.
Yeah,
and very cryptic image. But almost too cryptic because it was too zoomed in, too blurred out that nobody could make out.
I looked at what am I looking at?
I even took a couple seconds to like really look at it closely, and there's absolutely zero. Like the best rumor that people are having it's very zoomed in on Reed Richards' chalkboard.
It's got to be that. That's the first thought I had.
And that's the only thing people can come up with because it is so like I don't even know what are we supposed to get from that. It's
what was like the point?
And they did do something like that. The Russo brothers did post a picture before Avengers Endgame in between the span like that. And but it was a lot more clear image and it had something that people could decipher because that was the time. It was during a time period before we even knew it was going to be called Endgame. Remember that period? Like we didn't even know it was going to be called Endgame until the trailer came out. Yeah. Everyone was wondering what the title was going to be. And so they posted this picture like months and months before. And it was like,
wasn't it after? Like, didn't Doctor Strange said we're in the end game now and we still didn't know?
Yeah, that's the only thing we knew is like, oh, the title is in Infinity War or something like that. And so then they posted this picture, like this behind the scenes on set, and like hidden in the set, it's spelt out Endgame or something. People were able to figure that out. But obviously, that's a lot easier to decipher than the picture we got today, which means absolutely nothing. And I mean, we were texting about it earlier, and even you said we're like, just go back to make it a movie.
Just make the movie, bro.
If you're gonna post something, make it a little.
It's like I'm just going about my day, patiently waiting for the movie to come out. It's like, bro, just keep making the movie,
something Doomsday related got me all excited, and not a single person even has a clue to what this is, and so. I mean,
there's no telling what it is.
No, there isn't. But on the flip side of things with the DCU and James Gunn, probably the biggest news. James Gunn announced the Superman sequel, Man of Tomorrow, July 9th, 2027. So less than 2 years from now.
He's getting busy, huh?
Dude, that is
busy.
crazy how fast.
And Supergirl comes out
next June.
Like right around Tobey. Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
next
Tobey,
June.
Tom Holland. Yeah.
Yeah, next June. And so
he's getting busy, man.
will have seen the Superman sequel in less than 2 years from now. The script is already done, and they're going to try to start production.
Did you see Supergirl was supposed to be expected to be Brand New Day and
the box office?
Yeah, the box office.
No, there's no way. There's no way. I don't think it will.
No.
I don't think it will. Spider-Man scores higher than anybody else, like regardless. But I mean, Man of Tomorrow, it got me really excited. I know, especially for you, you ended up liking Superman a lot.
So that makes me excited for that. Yeah,
and they actually got the head of DC Comics, Jim Lee, to actually draw up a picture of concept art. It wasn't even like a comic book image they did. It was like a brand new piece of like comic book art created for this of Superman and Lex in his battle armor suit that we've never gotten to see anymore. Never gotten to see, period, which was really cool in live action. And from the images, it looks like, and what a lot of people are theorizing is that Superman and Lex will be working together in this one. They'll have to work together to fight someone else, which would definitely be interesting. I can't wait to see how their relationship goes further down the line with how it was.
After his
how much
big
Lex
speech and everything. Yeah.
It's crazy. And even James Gunn, after this announcement, James Gunn has said that the final couple episodes of Peacemaker Season 2 will lead directly into Man of Tomorrow, which is very interesting because a lot of people, like, I think there's 8 episodes in Peacemaker Season 2. Like, whenever the media people got to watch the show early to give their reviews out, like, James Gunn refused to give out the last couple episodes to anybody. He didn't want anybody to watch them before they came out because everyone's saying it's like, he even said it's almost like a completely different show, and so maybe it might pick up for you if you stick to it, man. It changed. But that is interesting that it'll tie directly into Man of Tomorrow. But with that being said, Man of Tomorrow coming out 2027, dude, that might be the best year of movies of our lives.
Definitely looking forward to it, tell you that.
Period. Yeah. It honestly couldn't be a better time for us to start the podcast.
It really could.
And a little bit of slow year. It actually ended up being a great year.
Honestly, before all that, because that stuff barely got announced yet, and we were just starting it thinking like it might have been dead before. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we didn't know where.
Yeah, we knew Doomsday and Secret Wars were announced, but like we didn't know how they were going to turn out. But it ended up being a good year with Thunderbolts, Superman, Fantastic Four, and all that. But the next 2 years, man, like 2026, we've got Spider-Man Brand New Day, we've got Supergirl, we've got Clayface, and we've got Doomsday. And so that's it could be really,
I think
really
Spider-Man
solid.
and Doomsday is like I mean, Supergirl is cool too, but like that's just
and Clayface is interesting enough as it is.
You have a solo movie of probably one of the most popular superheroes known, and then an Avengers movie that's like
it's crazy.
A bunch of characters. Yeah, we're set 2026.
And so 2026 is crazy enough as it is, but if you can top that, you got 2027 following that right after. And so 2027, June 25th, you've got Beyond the Spider-Verse. Could cap off the potential greatest trilogy of all time.
Could.
Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Could.
Right after that, July 9th, like within 2 weeks, you've got Man of Tomorrow, which is crazy. October 1st, you've got the Batman Part 2. And then in December, you've got Avengers Secret Wars. And so you've got 4 movies right there that hype will be at an all-time high for each one of those.
It's gonna be busy.
Is insane. And like I mentioned earlier, Marvel still has that untitled spot for July of that year too. And so there could be a fifth one.
More to come, yeah.
There could be a 5th one there. And so that's crazy. And so before we move on, I wanted to get your prediction, or not a prediction, a ranking from you almost, to rank those 4 2027 movies on how much you're excited for.
Name them again?
You've got Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
You've got Man of Tomorrow, the Superman sequel. You've got Batman Part 2, and you've got Secret Wars. Rank them on how excited you are 2 years out now.
I'll go straight off the bat. Like number 1 is Beyond the Spider-Verse. Tell you that. I mean, bro, we've been waiting so long. Yeah. And it's like you said, it's a trilogy to be set up as one of the greats. Next up, honestly, like I want to say Secret Wars, but we haven't seen Doomsday yet, so it's like Doomsday could be like not a flop necessarily, but just like I'm not like. They could set it up to where I'm just like, oh yeah, Secret Wars, still excited, but I'll go ahead and slide that, and I'll go put number 2, Man of Tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll put number 2 that, and then I'll go ahead and put Secret Wars before Batman Part 2.
Dang, that's crazy.
Because for my personal opinion, bro, it's got quite the come up to make for me. So
yeah,
depending on how they're going to do that movie, because we don't know anything about it yet, right? So depending on how they do it, I mean, we'll see. And that might be good. That might alley-oop me into it and be like, here you go. So it might set me up. So I'm expecting the worst. So. It could set me up good for it, so we'll see.
I like that. And for me, I think all four movies are at the top of the top for me. Like, these are movies that
you couldn't decide. I mean, where are you at with
dude? It's so crazy because like all four of these movies are at the top. Like, these are movies that would be my number one most excited movie any given year, but now they're all coming out the same year, and so like this is like crazy for me. I'll agree with you. Spider-Verse is definitely number one for me. These are two of my favorite Spider-Man movies, like potential best trilogy of all time. Left on that cliffhanger, and they keep delaying it more and more.
Like,
and finally, they have a set date. And so when we finally know we will be getting it, I'll be even more excited. It's hard for me to put Secret Wars number 2, like you said, because Secret Wars hinges on how good Doomsday is and how it does, because we know more about Doomsday than Secret Wars, and we know nothing about Doomsday. Yeah. And so the only thing we could even theorize about Secret Wars is it'll be like the comics, and everybody will be in it.
I know I sent you the comics I was getting. I got the Secret Wars, just looking through it, and like even just reading through it just makes it is exciting, dude. Like I know you have the other one, but just reading through it and see like all the stuff that could happen. Like Secret Wars could be really, really fun. Like it could be like, this movie's awesome.
Yeah, it definitely could be, but I mean, it'll be the follow-up from Doomsday. Yeah. So we won't know what directly it'll be about until we see Doomsday. So that's different. But I have Spider-Verse 1, and so it's hard for me to put Secret Wars 2. Man, I probably got to put... dude, I love Superman.
You put Batman.
I gotta put Batman Part 2 at 2. I gotta put it at 2.
Just really?
Yeah,
because you did say you like Batman better than the
I do. I'm a big
Superman.
Batman fan, and like
I mean that's the thing, bro. I'm trying to get everybody to understand. Like, I like Batman better than the Superman. Dark Knight's by far like best in the DC. The Dark Knight Rises, the first Dark Knight or whatever, that whole trilogy. Those are my favorite. But that's why I think another reason I'm so mad about it, in my personal opinion, is because I expected more, and it was kind of. In a way, as much as I do with Superman, it was disappointing that I liked Superman a lot more than the Batman. So.
Yeah, no, I figured. And then for me, it goes like my favorite all-time is Spider-Man. That'll never change. And then Batman's my second favorite after that. So I'll like anything Batman. And I know on the past in the pod, I've been a little bit more on Cade's side than Mason's side as far as stuff like that, because I've had my gripes about the Batman and all that stuff, but I still think it's great. And I think
you're like in the middle with it.
Yeah, and I think any complaints that people have had with the Batman, I think, can be fixed and improved on with the Batman Part 2, and so I think it could be really special. And so I'll have it at my 2. It's tough because, like I said, these 4 rankings, having the bottom doesn't really mean anything for me. So I think I'm going to put Man of Tomorrow at 3 and Secret Wars at 4, just like I said, simply because Secret Wars depends on how Doomsday is, and we don't know how Doomsday is going to be yet. But all 4 of these movies, man, it's like... It's a generational year.
I mean, all of them are excited. Even me not being like a Batman fan, I'm just excited to see the next one.
It's a generational year. So. We will be like hype year round. Covered. We will literally like the entire year will just be periods of time of us ramping up, theorizing for each specific movie, and then going to see it. And
we talk about it so much. It's going to be crazy to see what actually happens with some of these stuff too.
When trailers come, production, all that stuff, and so it's crazy, man. So what a time to start the pod, like we said. So make sure to like and subscribe on the pod again, because you'll want to be here for the years to come whenever we get ramped up talking about this stuff as they come closer. But with that being said, why don't you change over the TV, man? Y'all know what time it is. Roll the intro. It is time. Welcome back to Juiced Up.
Juiced Up, baby.
We are back. We had a great weekend of football. It may just be the vibes. You know, football season's back. Everyone's loving it. But I mean, I can come out and say like this might be one of the best starts to the season, college and NFL that we've had.
Week 1 is insane.
It's crazy, man. Like great college games, and then the NFL followed right up. There was like no blowouts in the NFL almost.
No.
Outside of like a couple, like every game was good, and so Juiced Up, man. Like it was amazing. Do you want to start with college or NFL? You want to just talk
recap?
Yeah,
You wanna
recap. I mean,
I'll start with college so we can kind of...
any standouts for you? I know you want to shout out your South Florida Bulls.
South Florida,
again,
shout
man.
out to y'all, man. Respect to you guys, dude. I mean, I'm with you guys. I picked you guys to beat Florida. I mean, did I have a little doubt in my head? Yeah, but at the same time, I knew there was a good chance that they could do it after seeing what you guys could do. So I'm just proud you guys got it done.
It was crazy,
dude. That's
man.
awesome, dude. To be able to pick a team, South Florida in a game against Florida at the Swamp. Dude, it's pretty crazy feeling.
Dude,
we didn't even
it's wild,
nothing's even
man.
on really on the line. We're not putting money or anything. It's just
No,
like,
it's
dude, what?
just crazy to root for them, man. And I was close, but I did pick the Gators, and so I took my L there, man. But
Did you have any thought to picking South Florida? Or
I
no?
did.
You did have some
I knew
thought?
they
Yeah.
had a chance. I knew they had a chance, and Florida sold.
Well,
a
you've been to
little
the
bit,
stadium
man.
personally, so I thought that completely just shut you out.
And Florida sold a little bit, man. I mean, they got that personal foul on the last drive that extended it. They had the guys spit in the other guy's face, and so it gifted them.
A lot of spitting this week.
Dude,
I feel like
crazy.
Wasn't there a lot of
I know,
spitting? Like,
it's
everybody's
crazy,
spitting, man.
But I mean, shout out South Florida, man. I mean, there probably isn't a team in the country that has a better 2-week resume than South Florida right now.
Let's talk about the rest of their schedule. I know this next one's hard, but like everything
Florida?
after that.
If they get
It's
past this week, they might be the.
They're definitely. I think they're guaranteed, not guaranteed, but like very, very good chance to in the playoffs.
Yeah, they're the group
And
of 5 team in the playoffs.
I think there's a chance that they get a first round bye, depending on how this next game goes.
What?
There might, bro. Do you see the rest of their schedule?
Yeah, but it's like a bye. It's
Probably not, but
crazy,
that's
dude.
gonna be based off of like the commission saying like no, they don't deserve it. But at the same time, if they win this next game, the rest of their schedule, they're pretty much set to possibly earn that. It depends on us, also the performance on that, but we'll get into it on.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
it's interesting.
like
I was just looking. I was like, dude, the rest of their schedule.
Like I
man.
said, there probably isn't a team in the country that has a better 2-week resume right now than them. And so
three in a row. Their first 3 games are ranked teams. So
yeah, and
the first 2,
rightfully so, they are now ranked number 18, and they've got number 5 Miami. And so I still think it's crazy. The game's on the CW. It's not a ESPN. Not a
that's
Fox.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
CW, and so CW is not going to want to give up that game now.
I'm tuning in,
but
man.
we're tuning in. So shout out to South Florida again. I got to shout out my Sooners, man. You're already wrong on your season predictions, man. Mason's wrong. You're wrong, dude. Sooners came out and dominated, and if they had some mistakes, special teams wise, other things like that. But even apart from the mistakes, they had control of the game the entire time. And if they fixed those like simple mistakes like that, they could have won a lot more, and they could be really good this year. Like personally, just watching that, like dude, they can be good.
Their defense is scary.
Elite.
I'll tell you the first thing that literally won that game was just them scoring that quick.
Yeah.
Like them, and I'll be honest, when I picked Michigan, I was like, and as soon as I saw how quick OU, I think they scored quicker than when they did against Illinois State. Because I saw that and I was like, bro, what? I was like, I didn't think they'd score that quick. I thought this was going to be like a huge like defensive game and they would get it all be about like who scores in the end. But they scored that first one and that definitely set them up. I think Mason sent it to us. It's a 60% chance of winning whoever scores first. So, I mean, apologies, shout out to OU. I mean, I want OU to win, but at the same time, I'll pick Michigan, and I did say that game was going to be a factor off of the rest of the schedule. I was just saying like that's going to determine really how I see it, but I was wrong. So
Man, shout out to John Mateer too. Early Heisman moments in the season so far. I mean, that man balled out. You see a couple of those throws he was making, dude? It's crazy. Shout out my Sooners. I know Auburn is ranked now too, and so a couple weeks you got Auburn coming to town for another big ranked matchup. I know the rest of OU's schedule, like outside of Temple and Kent State, every other opponent they have the rest of the year is ranked right now, and so that is a brutal schedule. And so who knows how they end up, but definitely a good start to the year. And then I know we had a lot of other great games college wise. I mean, Bama got rolling again. They weren't playing anybody, but even like they posted after, we're still Bama. And so it'll be interesting to see how they can bounce back a little bit, or if they do. Other big matchups, a lot of close games. But then the NFL had its kickoff, starting off with Eagles, Cowboys. Yeah. No surprise there. The Cowboys looked a little bit, I'll give you credit, Cowboys looked a little bit better than I thought they were. But the Eagles just showed out. They're the defending champs.
Lost in that game.
Man, CD, you hurt, man. The only Cowboy I like, man, Soul.
Yeah, dude, dude, you gotta. I don't know what it was. It was an odd weekend for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're gonna get into a bunch of other recaps and balls and stuff. But dude, yeah, the one dude you expect to just ball out. I mean, Dak set him up. Dak set him up.
It's crazy,
he knew who his number one was. He gave it to him, and
multiple times.
Yeah, multiple times. I don't know what was going on. Like, what was like?
Dude, I don't know what, because like even in the beginning of the game, he was tearing up the Eagles.
Yeah,
like the first quarter, or whatever.
But I think it was three
weird,
really right through the hand drops. Like even that last one, I know it's like difficult, but that's like game time.
Yeah,
game.
And the thing about like before that,
bro.
he had like 170 yards receiving. And then all of a sudden, fourth quarter comes and it just
butter, bro.
Crazy,
I don't
man.
know what happened.
It's crazy. And hey,
and I was like worried. I was like, because we all picked the Eagles. I was like, oh, dude, they're about to. I was like, I didn't expect that, but
it's crazy, man. But that's one of the best games I've seen Jalen Hurts play too. Jalen just looked comfortable, killed him running the ball, everything. It definitely showed not having Micah Parsons anymore. The way Jalen was able to scramble and just not have any pressure off that. So. You made a mistake, Cowboys. Jerry Jones. Why'd you give away Parsons?
Tough.
But
big tough.
I guess we could talk about the next game because it seems like CD swapped powers, abilities with your man Quentin Johnston and the Chargers getting after
shout
the
out
Kansas City
QJ,
Chiefs.
bro.
How about Quentin Johnston,
bro?
man?
Shout him out, man. I mean, dude, I'm a Chargers fan. I know I'd be like on his head. I'm like, dude, get him out of the game. But dude, if you're on my team, I'm gonna root for you. So like, shout out Quentin Johnston, bro. He's still got to look like he's got to be consistent now.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you're back. You got to go. You were balling at TCU that we should have been expecting this past 2 years. You're a little late to the stuff, but dude, it's time to like start making playmaking catches too. Yeah. He's been like he gets open and stuff. It's just scary always. As a fan too, it's like, dude, when you throw it to him, you're like, ugh. Even when just Herbert throws it, you don't know who it's going to. You're like, oh, dude, it could be Quentin. That's how many drops he's had already.
And it was a lot of fun to see for sure. And I mean, the Chargers let off the gas a little bit in the second half, but like they came out hot and they were dominating the Chiefs.
Herbert had a game. He had to do it. And I was telling him, I was like, if he didn't do it, then it's like, dude, oh my gosh. Especially as a fan.
And so I mean,
but Herbert, he had to do that. I mean, he did what he needed to do. I'm excited for the rest of the season for him.
Man, let the Chargers play in Brazil all year, man.
Honestly,
the way they look, man. And so that was crazy. And then a lot of other crazy games that happened this week, but I'm probably just going to skip right on to Sunday night because can I say that we might have gotten the game of the year?
Yeah, that's probably game of the year, man. Didn't we have a similar for week one game with the Ravens last year?
It might have been.
Who did we?
I can't remember.
It might have been with the Chiefs.
Yeah, it might have been Ravens Chiefs.
The toe being out of the similar Ravens, bro. Ravens don't miss on giving an exciting game. I'll tell you that.
Man, you let me down, Ravens, man. I thought we had that in the bag. I was gonna have a great week, great record.
I was chilling, bro. I was like back there editing. I was like, man, Bills probably lost, but I was tuning. I was listening the whole time. I was like, bro,
dude,
they better like.
Derrick Henry fumble changed the game. Derrick Henry ran all over them, and then somehow.
It's really just the D. I mean, I know it's Josh Allen, and then off it, but they got it like 41 points. That's a lot for both teams.
Crazy,
so
dude.
it's obviously one of the defenses have to step up. So
it's wild. That's one of the best games ever. And Josh Allen,
that was crazy.
Josh Allen had like 250 passing yards in the fourth quarter.
You know, I was actually watching that, and I was just like, dude, the Ravens. I mean, I know I was texting this. I was like, dude, the Ravens should be the 3-peat team. They have no excuses to lose a single game.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry, like I said, Derrick Henry falls for 3 to 4 yards. Falls, not runs. Anytime he gets tackled, like his yards after contact. And then you have Lamar, who's like, as soon as he gets free and scrambles, dude, it's like, oh, dude, that's a guaranteed 20 yards. Once you see he has space. And then you have Zay Flowers that was balling out. It's just like, that team should not be losing. And it also just proves after this game that, dude, Josh Allen is the man,
he's
bro.
Ridiculous.
For him to just come like, dude, Josh Allen, dog, come on.
Was unbelievable.
That's nuts.
Dude. That was insane, man. I'm excited
that
to see it.
matchup is crazy.
I love that matchup. Probably a potential AFC Championship matchup right there. And to your point, like, I'm very curious to see what will happen with the Ravens if they don't win this year because they have been this good.
Win the Super Bowl this year?
Yeah, even that.
Like I said, do you agree with me?
With
like
this
they
roster
should be,
for this long now, something might happen if they don't win this year, and so
something's got to change if that.
And so it's
that roster is nuts. And like I said, dude, with DeAndre Hopkins one-handed, I don't know if you saw, but Zay Flowers was. Zay
Flowers was balling.
Zay Flowers was balling, but I saw a route he ran. I was like, dude, Zay's open, and he does it to DeAndre one-handed snag, and I totally forgot that Hopkins was on the team. I was like, oh my gosh, but they have Hopkins too. This
team is stacked. Did you see what happened after? Twitter went viral.
Yeah, Lamar shoving the fan,
Lamar
bro.
shoving the fan.
But yeah.
So that fan was actually banned from the NFL.
Yeah, I saw
the
that.
Bills and the NFL.
Crazy.
Rightfully
What is
so.
he doing?
Rightfully
What
so.
is he doing?
I mean, that was crazy, man. I'm glad that people didn't
Stupid.
overreact and like bash on Lamar for it.
He was like
Because it
pushing their
wasn't Lamar
heads
at all.
He was just pushing their head.
So-
He pushed Hopkins. He didn't flinch or anything. Then
he tried
hit
to do it to
Lamar.
Lamar
Lamar
again.
was like, bro, what?
Dude,
Yeah.
I was like, Lamar's like, dude, I saw you do that. to
Yeah.
Hopkins. So that's crazy. So I'm glad that fan did it. Like, dude, if you go to
Come
these
on,
NFL
dude.
games, man, let the players be the players, fans be the
Yeah.
fans. There's a clear separation. That's why the fans aren't allowed on the field.
That was
The fans are in the stands.
Hey, that was
so let it be.
Bills fan, right? Let's also talk about Bills fans leaving the stadium, not having Josh Allen calling them out, not having the faith of them win the game. Did you
That's
see
crazy.
that?
And Bills fans are usually like super loyal.
Yeah,
and
what
everything.
happened?
Like, Bills
Why are
fans
you
are
leaving the
great
stadium?
fans, and so that's great. Like we don't know. We're not Bills fans. Like
I'm
we
not.
love Josh
Yeah,
Allen,
dude.
we're
I
not.
still kept it on. Are you kidding me?
From an outsider's perspective,
That is a
I have
Super
always
Bowl
known
game.
the Bills Mafia to be like crazy, be loyal, be everything. And so
And
I'm
when
glad
Josh Allen called, when the quarterback calls it,
yeah.
I'm glad he did too. That's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, and so
They
that's
came
great.
back, put up 41 points. It's like, and Josh said, I love how he says
They were
it
down
like he just knows
15 with 5 minutes left. 3
Crazy.
scores with 5 minutes left.
Crazy.
That's wild, dude.
Like, you bought the tickets. Why are you leaving anyways? You know,
Yeah,
like just stay the whole
exactly,
day. You
dude.
know what I mean?
It's crazy, man. But
Like, you know, these happen all the time now. Miracles, comebacks. Like, what are you leaving for,
It's
man?
crazy, man.
Come on,
It's
stay at the
a
game.
national
Especially
football
as a
league,
fan,
man.
yeah.
I mean, especially in week 1, you saw earlier in the day the Falcons, the Baker threw game-winning touchdown with a minute left. Falcons drove all the way down the field, missed the game-winning field goal. The Steelers kicked a 60-yarder to win it. There were multiple game-winning comebacks or field goals or anything.
Dude, literally
even earlier in
wait till the
week.
game is over.
Yeah.
Like, literally wait. Like, that's how I feel about Chargers playing the Chiefs the whole time. It's been since 2021 since we've beaten the Chiefs. Literally, I'm not going to be satisfied and happy until that clock is 0 and we have more points than them. Like, dude, wait till I have to wait till the game's over for every game now.
Yeah.
Even when I was watching Jets and Steelers, I was the only one who picked the Jets. I was like, dude, they got to bag this.
Dude, that was a game too.
That was-
Shout out Justin
yeah.
Fields,
Shout out
man. Even though I
Justin
picked the
Fields.
Steelers and I'm glad my pick.
I was
Justin
hoping.
Fields
I was-
good,
I
man.
was- dude, I was
that's-
really hoping
And
he
shout out
pulled
to
it
Aaron
in.
Rodgers too. Had a little bit of a career revive. It
Yeah.
looks like vintage Aaron Rodgers, 4 touchdowns that game. Like, did you hear what he said? Like afterwards, they asked him what it was like beating the Jets, his former team.
And he said,
he's
yeah.
like, I want to beat every single person associated with the Jets or something like that. He's like, they didn't believe I could play anymore. All this stuff.
I do want Aaron Rodgers to be a playoff. Like that matchup was weird for me because I do want Aaron Rodgers. Seems like it's his last season. I do want him to have a final good season, be in the playoffs. I'd like the Steelers in the playoffs with him and that. That's a good team. DK and Aaron.
Dude, it's like crazy. I was watching that game. I forgot how many people they had. They're kind of like
Jalen Ramsey, too?
Darius Slay. There's like
yeah.
Jalen Ramsey. I was like, dude, I forgot they got them. They got DK.
That's how it is
They
in the
got
NFL
a solid
nowadays,
team,
man. It's just like it's fun, but at the same time, it's like I can't keep track. But that makes it fun too because you got Hopkins catching a one-handed pass. I'm like, oh, I forgot he's on there. And they got Jalen Ramsey knocking Garrett Wilson on the. I'm like, oh, I forgot he's on the team. You know, and we haven't seen that. That was a glimpse of kind of older Jalen Ramsey, like fresh out the. I thought he was kind of starting to fall, but shows he got a lot left in the tank.
It's been a lot of fun for sure, and I can definitely say that for myself because I've been coaching football for the last 5 years, and so I've been so into football, but on like the working side of it, and so I haven't, I've been half tuned in to the NFL, half tuned in to college because I'm working all the time. I can't watch all this stuff, and so. Getting to truly be a fan this year, and on top of that, the game's being good. On top of that, it's just been a lot of fun, and so I'm excited for this season, man. But
honestly, like we started the podcast, and it's like week 1. I don't remember week 1's being this insane.
Dude,
I'm like, holy cow,
dude.
setting this up. Okay,
it's crazy. But I know we talked about our best games and everything. How about these? What
were you gonna say? What were you gonna get into?
Go
okay,
ahead.
I was gonna bring up, bro. I mean, this is gonna sound like a fan or whatever, but. The Brazil game, Chargers was clarified to have a home game, and they painted Chiefs an end zone. Did you think about anything with that, or like, what'd you think? Because I saw because someone played. I think Eagles played in Brazil last year, and people were just like, I just saw posts about it, so I didn't know, bro, what you thought about.
I mean,
that.
it's the same thing as OU Texas. It's the same thing as the Ireland game. It's the same thing as like any of these neutral site games in the middle of the year. Like they may be neutral site. But there's always going to be a home team and a away team listed, and so with those neutral site games, both end zones are going to be.
They play. That's a division matchup. We don't get an actual home game. Our next game we play the Chiefs is at the Chiefs.
Okay, that might.
So it's like when you're paying Chiefs on our supposed to be home game of the year. I'm not tripping because we won, but like at the same time when you do that, it's like
that's a fair point.
Come on,
That's
you know what I mean?
Point.
As a fan, I guess, and as like I would be kind of pissed. I'm glad they won because of that, but. I don't know. I just thought that was odd. Like, I mean, I get it. It's like a neutral site. It's in Brazil. What does it matter? It's just paint. But at the same time, dude, it's supposed to be our home game. I'd say the same vice versa with Chiefs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fair point. And then one more thing I just remembered that you'd written down in the notes a little bit. I peeped a little bit. Late in that Chiefs-Chargers game, Mahomes making a scramble and trying to get out of bounds, but instead of that, doing a little extra stiff arm.
How'd you know? Did you know exactly that topic I brought up? Was it going to be that exact play? Dude, I'm glad you did because I had to bring that up. I was
boy who cried wolf.
Yeah.
100%. Because we've seen it in the past. Mahomes, don't be trying to do that. The defenders, because we see it in the playoffs late in the season, everything. Next time, after seeing that, the defenders are going to know he's going to try to do that, so they're going to try to hit it. But then Mahomes is going to draw a penalty when they need it most. We've seen it countless times.
Yeah.
And so, like, that's just...
One, bro, I'm a Chargers fan, too. Mahomes, I've called you the GOAT several times. But at the same time, dude, if you're going to flop and then pull stuff... Like, it was obvious that the defender was he was just ready to pull him out.
Giving up and running out of bounds.
He was just, and he didn't. No one's gonna risk that with nowadays how the NFL is, bro. He's not gonna just come here. He's gonna need a flag. So he was playing that. That was like messed up. Like I was like, oh, bro. As cool as it was, like I was like, oh, that's pretty sick for a quarter. But dude, let's be honest. You can obviously tell dude was slowing up and just ready to push you out of bounds. And you lay a shoulder on him like that. It's like, okay, bro. Let's light. I would be so mad. I would like, dude, I'm about to light this dude up. Yeah. Especially as a flopper, he's basically like a LeBron James of the NFL in a way, just the flopping and stuff. Like, bro, you done the flopping before. Don't try it. Like,
that was crazy. I knew immediately when he did that. I'm like, be ready for what's coming your way.
Dude, I was like, okay, this is how it's going to be. I saw a post about it too. I was like, dude, if you're going to do that. I was mad when it happened. I was more like, it's cool. I love when a quarterback, like Byron Brown, like I said, but that's different because he was laying midfield, like laying out people. And then Mahomes did it. I was like, that's cool, but at the same time, I was mad. Because I was like, dude, come on, man. You literally run out of bounds and you just decide to lay your shoulder out on the dude. Yeah. And then flex up on him, like, just relax.
I'm like, hey, Chargers took the dub, though.
Yeah, I took the dub. So that's why I'm not tripping about it. I'll probably be throwing
great games
right now.
Great games. Like you said, man, this is a great start to the season, both NFL and college.
I'm so hyped, dude.
Unbelievable games. I couldn't be happier. Let's get into who looked the best this week, okay? Uniforms of the week?
Uniforms of the week? You want to go to it? Dude, I really... To be honest, I didn't have a crazy one that caught my attention, but I did have
like a standout for me.
Yeah, I didn't have a standout. No one really was like flexing it up or anything, but I want to kind of give out a shout out to the color of gold. I got two. I got Georgia Tech and Vandy. I just think the gold looks clean, dude. I did see Vandy's live, and I was like, Vandy's is looking clean. Oh yeah, and the Vandy's was looking clean, sharp. No one says like even last week wasn't. It was just South Florida sharp black looks, whatever. I like Minnesota's what Gally was saying, but I just like the gold. And then Georgia Tech had the kind of like a glossier gold look. Just the gold colors. Georgia Tech and Vandy. That was my uniforms.
Those are good examples of how gold could look good. Which reminded me. Did you see the Saints uniforms yesterday?
I did.
What'd you think?
They brought them out. They brought out the. Are those the? Those are
like black helmets. That weird gold.
I'm not a fan. Like ever since the new helmet rule,
I hated those uniforms. I was not a fan of those uniforms whatsoever. I did not like that combo.
I tell you, I'm not a fan of all. We went to the rivalry uniforms. I'm not a fan of most of those.
Yeah.
Like the top three. I think Seahawks, Arizona, Patriots. Was it? That's like the ones I would take. Everyone else is like,
crazy. But that Saints combo, man, that was not it, man.
Just stick with the original. Yeah.
And so, but
it looks way better with their plain like black. Like when you do all the gold jersey, it's like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it didn't look good.
And the black, what's the pattern they have on the helmet?
It was like a big stripe, and it was all mini Saints logos. It was like made up of mini Saints logos. All that. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of that. But as far as mine, I'm kind of with you. I didn't have like a huge standout.
Yeah.
But. It was something different for the team I picked. They had it done, and it was like a new alternate they brought out. I went with Mississippi State. They went blackout. They had a full black uniform
I didn't
like that, man. It looked clean.
Who did they play again?
Arizona State. Upset Arizona State.
Wow.
I know we unanimously picked Arizona State, but I said right after I picked that, I was like, dude, got a bunch of my boys down there at Mississippi State, and I really hope they can pull it off. And man, 60-yard touchdown with under a minute left.
You went with Arizona State, right?
Yeah, I did. Unfortunately, I shouldn't have, man. I know. I was like, dude, I feel.
I
really
didn't look
bad.
Those up, bro.
I feel really bad for doing this, but I had to pick Arizona State, and it backfired on me. But shout out to you guys. That's a huge win over number 12 Arizona State. You look good doing it too.
It's so hard about doing these picks,
dude,
man.
It's
like what? There's no way. Like after doing it, I'm like, there's no way. I don't even think it. Do you think there'll be a week anyone will go undefeated on picks for a week? I'm not saying
dude, that's tough. And I'll get to that when we go over our records and everything. Is crazy. But Mississippi State, man, you looked good and you won, man. What a night for Starkville. But I love those. I like those all black uniforms. But hey, who do you think brought the juice this week? Do you have any standout performances?
I do. I feel like there's quite a bit. I mean, like you said, week 2 of college, week 1
Who's
of
bringing the
NFL,
juice, man?
my bringing the juice award, I give it to Aiden Childs, bro.
Okay.
Aiden Childs. I was just watching that game live. I didn't get to like really watch a lot this week. Got a little busy there, but I mean, 42 points. I did see that it was a career high for him, which is 4 TDs, and then you got to put the game-winning double overtime, game-winning TD.
That was on our slate. That's another one, like, dude.
Yeah, gotta. I mean, dude, you gotta a home game. I feel like that was one of those. You gotta bring this home. So, and I totally forgot about Aiden Childs too. I mean, I told you guys I was introduced him on NCAA. I played with him in NCAA. I was like, who is this kid? Then I watched the game last year. Saw this game and I was like, dude, I totally forgot he was the quarterback before even picking Michigan State. Like I didn't even know. So I just want to give that award because watching the game, that was one game I did get to watch. So I had to give it an award to someone I got to really enjoy. So personally wise, I'm gonna give it to him.
Not bad, man.
Yeah, what you got?
All right, I gotta go with Sawyer Robertson, the quarterback for Baylor. It's actually kind of funny because Gally, who unfortunately missing this week with us, texted us and ended up having the exact same guy.
Yeah.
But Sawyer Robertson, quarterback for Baylor, threw for 440 and 4 touchdowns. Down by 14 late in the fourth, came back and beat them in overtime. I think Baylor had a 13-14 game winning streak against SMU.
Too, right?
Yeah, they had like a 13-14 game winning streak against SMU.
He was going
man.
off. I missed that game.
Sawyer Robertson said, "Nah, man, we're not letting them snap this streak." Came back from 2 touchdowns, led them with under a minute left to tie it and go to OT, and they won, man. It like 48-45, something like that. But dude, crazy. And I'm like, dude, Sawyer Robertson is like close to 1,000 yards passing through 2 games by now. Like it's like an 875, something like that, dude.
Yeah.
So
I wish I got to watch that game.
Yeah. 440, 4 touchdowns, no picks, man. Sawyer Robertson, 14-point comeback late in the fourth, man. That's my bringing the juice, man. That's pretty good.
Do you want to go? Do you want to go ahead and mention the other? Did Cam and Mason give one?
I don't know if Mason brought one. I mean, like I said, Gally did say Sawyer Robertson as well. And
Cam said,
and you know Cam, man, he's betting on John Mateer.
John Mateer,
man. OU's gonna have to figure out their running game. They will, I think. But John Mateer leading them in rushing and 2 rushing touchdowns on top of his passing stats as well, man. He did not slide, man. Yeah. One time did not slide.
I love that.
That man's gonna fight for those extra yards, man.
Bro.
So I'm with it, man. So shout out to John Mateer.
Bro, when a quarterback leads in rushing yards, bro, that's a great form of leadership, dude. Just go get it done. And they were talking about that with Mahomes on the Chiefs and Chargers. Like he doesn't usually do this unless it's like the Super Bowl. So it's like I just like a quarterback who just goes and rushes.
Yeah, me too, man. But hey. It's time to juice it up, man, and get into our pick'ems. What do you want to start with? Do you want to start with NFL? Or
we can start with NFL. I like that.
You want to start with NFL?
Start with NFL, yeah.
All right, so welcome back to our NFL pick'ems. We will be recapping our Week 1 records and then have our slate for the upcoming Week 2 NFL games. And so, after 1 week of NFL action, I'm going to put this graphic right here. And hey, it's in the middle of the screen. It won't cover me this time. We got it. It's going to work out great. The NFL standings right here after Week 1. Cam's in first place, went 6-2. Gally, myself, and Mason all went 5-3, and then we got Cade sitting at the bottom at 4-4. But not a huge gap between us all. You know,
comeback weekend for me, babe.
Comeback weekend, man. And so, hey, through Week 1, man, we're going to be tallying these up throughout the entire season, and so there'll be combined records, but we'll showcase our like weekly records as well, and so we'll see who the NFL ball knowers are at the end of the season. And so our slate for, let's see.
I feel like it's just going to get easier as the season goes. Do you think?
I mean,
it might. I mean, I still feel like it's just going to be hard. It's just a lot harder than what I thought.
It's difficult opening week because we don't know how these teams are going to do.
Yeah, it's hard opening week.
Starting off, NFL Week 2 picks. We've got the Thursday night game, first one of the week. We've got the Washington Commanders at the Green Bay Packers. Okay?
Man, I mean, Commanders they made it to the semi last year, right?
Yeah,
semi with the Eagles, man. Dude, I don't know. Just after Week 1, I gotta go Packers.
Yeah,
I gotta go Packers, man. They do look crazy. I picked Lions for them to beat the Packers. That was just pitiful. So Packers look crazy. I think Parsons obviously made a difference on there. So bringing the hype, not only just the playmaking stuff he did. So Yeah, give me the Packers, man. Green
Yeah,
Bay.
and I'm with you. Like the Commanders made it to the conference championship last year. I was very curious to see if they could follow that up and build on that and everything. Yeah. And they looked good.
I think there's a chance too.
They looked good, but the Packers looked dominant, man. They looked good, and it maybe the Lions may have regressed a little bit, but the Packers looked good, and so give me the Packers as well, man.
Yeah.
We got to go there. And so next up, the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Cincinnati Bengals. Both teams looked a little bit iffy both weeks, but both teams got to win. They're both
Bengals look like the same team, you know. So
I mean, kind of they
barely
won.
Honestly, they probably
won.
look worse.
Yeah.
Probably look worse.
They don't look too good. I had Jamar Chase in fantasy, and man,
that's right.
That was rough.
Let's be honest. It actually surprised me that I had a struggle with this one. I'll tell you that for one part.
I did too.
Bengals have always been bad defense, bad offensive line. 17 points. That's not like Burrow.
Well, and the Browns kicker missed a PAT and a field goal.
Yeah.
And they lost by 1. So hey,
that's I don't know. Overall, I mean, Bengals need to lock their head, and I'm gonna still go Bengals because I think I'm still iffy about it. You know, Jazz just got Travis Hunter, and then I think Trevor Lawrence is ready to bounce back. I think he's ready to go. You know what I mean? So I think there's still a chance Jack can pull up. But I'm gonna still go Bengals. I think Bengals still could get it done. I'm just like iffy on that. It's crazy that I'm iffy on it. So what do you think?
I'm the exact same as you. I really didn't know. That's one of the tougher ones of the week, surprisingly, for me. But at the end of the day, I still think the Bengals are a great team if they can figure things out. And so I'm going to go Cincinnati on this one for sure. And so next up, we got the Buffalo Bills at the New York Jets. The Bills coming off of a great win like we talked about, and the Jets surprising a lot. Even though they lost, the Jets surprised a lot of people on how good they could possibly be this year. And so, who do you got?
Just starting off with Jets, man. Jets played probably, even when I picked the Jets, I still think they played an even better game than what I imagined even picking them. But, Josh Allen, 41 points coming back on the Ravens. I have to pick the Bills. Like I said before, when I picked them, they start off strong. They're always hungry at the beginning of the season. They're coming. Give me the Bills, man. They got to start strong. So.
At the end of the day, I think I'd hate to see the Jets be 0-2 with how good they look.
I want the Jets to be good. I do.
But I got to go with the Bills, man. It's division rivalry too. Josh Allen's not going to let that happen against the Jets, man. Division rivalry. It might be first time we see the rivalry jerseys from the Jets. Home team wears them.
Dude, I'm ready to see them. The Gotham City ones, dude. I'm ready to see those.
But I'm ready to see some of them.
I'm ready to see all those in person.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Absolutely. So I think we both pick the Bills on that one.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, two teams. One that has a lot of high hopes, and another one that looked really good. Broncos at the Colts. The Colts dominated the Dolphins. Might be the end of Miami as we know it. But
Miami's
the Colts look good, man. Danny Dimes showed out. Who you got on this one?
Man, dude, NFL, it's like I said, week 1 was crazy. Give me the Broncos. Bo Nix, bro, he's great. That was rookie season last year?
Last year.
That was rookie season, dude. I mean, sophomore season. I don't really believe in the sophomore slump, but at the same time, I think it could happen. But anyways, give me the Broncos. I still think they have the urge to get it done again this year. I think Bo Nix is the guy for that team, so Broncos all the way.
Yeah, and
what's Russell Wilson say? Let's ride.
Yeah, Broncos country. Let's ride.
Let's ride.
I think I'm with you. I'm gonna go with the Broncos too. Colts looked really good last week. I think this may be a little bit of a reality check for them this week. The Broncos defense is so good.
Yeah.
And like you said, Bo Nix could really get it rolling, even though he struggled a little bit last week. The offense did, but I think they can get it rolling. So I got Denver in this one. Yep. All right, we've got Sunday Night Football, a rematch of the national championship game a couple years back with J.J. McCarthy and Michael Penix. We've got the Falcons at the Vikings. We saw the Vikings pull off a great Monday Night Football comeback there night against the Bears, and then the Falcons almost did. Missed the kick, though. Who you got?
Just kind of give you the recap on it. Vikings did look better than I thought. McCarthy, man, started off a little slow. Came in hot in the fourth quarter. Bears, man, I was expecting. Let's just talk about their opponent real quick. Bears, they didn't look as good as I thought they would be. They did starting out, but Falcons. What they were holding on to the Bucks. Man, give me the Falcons, man. Okay. I'm gonna go Falcons. I think the Falcons are gonna really put up a strong fight. I think they're just the the better team. I think maybe Vikings go into this thinking a little hot-headed. You know, they won week 1 with McCarthy. They think he's him, even though he might be him. I'm just going to go Falcons. This kind of a hot take in my picks for the NFL. So give me the Falcons, man.
And that's not bad. I think as far as quarterback performances go, I think Michael Penix looked a lot better than J.J. McCarthy.
He did not look,
Yeah, he looked good.
He
They
looked
got
pretty
Bijan and everything. But I think as a team overall, I think the Vikings as a team look stronger than the Falcons do. And on top of that being a home game for the Vikings, I got to go the Vikings. But I think it could be close, and I could see the Falcons pulling
That's
off
an either
upset.
way, yeah.
Yeah, it could be.
Penix looked good, bro, but at the same time, that defense held. What was do you remember the final score of the Bucs offense?
It was like 2017 or something like that.
20, yeah, dude.
Something like that.
I mean, that offense is insane. I think the Falcons defense did pretty dang good for playing the Bucs. So I want my gut on this one. I'm gonna go Falcons. Sorry, Gally, I'm really sorry. Yeah. Even though Vikings had a great performance, dude. My gut feeling was the Falcons. So
Yeah, all right, not bad. Now we've got 2 Monday night games this week, 2 of them, and so a little bit of a doubleheader. First off, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Houston Texans. The Houston Texans made it a little bit scary for the Rams all the way down to the end. It was like 14-9 was the final, and then the Bucs, of course, had to have a late game heroics from Baker Mayfield and Emeka Egbuka to win that game.
Yeah.
And so. Kind of an interesting matchup right here. So who do you got, man?
So I do have the Bucs. Give me the Bucs for sure. Baker Mayfield. I mean that's one quarterback stays hungry every season. I've never really liked the Texans. I mean, I just feel like they're always that extra playoff team that just doesn't get. Did you feel me on that one? I just feel like they're just that extra playoff team. It's like, bro, let's just get them out of the picture. Let's at least give somebody like the Chargers a chance. You know what I'm playing? They beat us in the playoffs. But anyways, give me Baker Mayfield. I do think the one thing that I'm kind of hesitant on is the Texans lost already. So they're probably hungry to get that dub, but still give the Bucs, dude. I can't bet against the Bucs.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna make it any harder than it needs to be. I'm not going against Baker, my boy Baker, and I've got the Bucs as well, so that's easy.
Yeah, I can't.
And then the second of the Monday night doubleheader, we've got the Los Angeles Chargers at the Las Vegas Raiders. Both teams are 1-0. Now it's in Las Vegas. Las Vegas won. It was against New England a little bit, but the Chargers got a great dub as well. Chiefs, first road test for Herbert, really. Who you got?
Man, Raiders come off, new team. Got Genty. Genty's number first string starter, right? Yep, Genty. You got God, what's his name? QB. Geno Smith. Fresh team, man. Give me Chargers. Obviously, the fan.
You're not gonna pick against them.
Yeah, what are you kidding me? But I'm just kind of giving the from a third person view on it. Yeah, that's a fresh team. You got even the Chargers. They got Keenan Allen back. They got Herbert's. I think Herbert's really. I mean, the Madison Beer effect. You seen that?
He's balling.
Yeah, he's
and that's
balling,
why
bro.
I'm going with Chargers too, man.
Yeah,
the way
dude.
Herbert looked, man,
Yeah,
they
he
just look
looks
too solid.
I think he's ready. I think
offense.
he's ready to. He's like, okay, it's time to turn
They've got the passing game rolling already. If they can get the running game, I need. Marion Hampton showed flashes last week too.
Yeah.
I liked him a little bit, and Najee Harris gets a little bit more healthy.
Yeah.
They can get things rolling. Defense look good.
It's a good team. It's a good team.
They could be good. So I got the Chargers. And then the last game. Not the last game of the week, but the last one on our slate because it is the most highlighted matchup. We've got a Super Bowl rematch, the Philadelphia Eagles at the Kansas City Chiefs.
How about you go first on this one?
Man, it's very hard for me to see a possibility where the Chiefs start a season 0-2. Mm-hmm. Like, it's very hard for me to see them starting 0-2.
Let's rewind real quick to the 2023 season. That was a season where they were just losing and barely made the playoffs and won.
Yeah.
And that's the similar thing I'm kind of seeing.
I am too, and I'm not going to pick against Jalen, man. I got the Eagles, man. The Eagles just know how to wear you down. And they're just solid and consistent. Mm-hmm. They're not going to show mistakes very often. And the Chiefs were definitely very vulnerable, and they got dominated. Yep. And so I got the Eagles. It is what it is. For sure.
And I'm going to have to agree with you. Give me the Eagles all the way. Fly, Eagles, fly. You got Worthy, obviously, with a shoulder injury, what it's looking like. Yes. Travis Kelce took him out. He was jealous about T. Swift, his girl, his fiance talking about him. You got, I think Travis is just playing it just looks like he's playing so whatever. I don't need to get in that. Saquon Barkley, dude. I don't want to bet against Saquon. Saquon is insane.
I want to bet against Jalen, dude. That's just...
Jalen, I mean, yeah, him too, but Saquon is just, oh, dude.
If Jalen gets those receivers going, which they didn't have a passing game against Dallas,
Saquon's just so good.
But the Eagles will be really,
it's
really good.
actually crazy that the fact that Saquon's better than Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right
it's
now.
crazy. It's like
It's
right
close.
now,
It's
right
close.
now. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's
But-
so, anyways.
And then that will be our NFL slate for the week, and we're going to roll off our other members' picks, of course.
Who they
We've
got?
Gally has got the Packers over the Commanders, Bengals over the Jags, Bills over the Jets, Broncos, Colts. He's got his Vikings over the Falcons, Bucks over the Texans, Chargers over Raiders, and he's got the Eagles over the Chiefs.
Same exact as yours.
Yeah, same exact as mine. Next up, we got Cam. He's got the Packers over the Commanders,
Okay.
Bengals over the Jags,
Yep.
Bills over the Jets, Broncos over the Colts, Vikings over Falcons, Bucks over Texans, Chargers over the Raiders, and Eagles over the Chiefs.
Wow,
Another
same
one
as
that's the exact
yours.
same.
Let me hear
And finally,
Freezies.
Mason's. Coach Mason's. He's got Packers over Commanders, Bengals over Jags, Bills over Jets, Broncos over Colts, Vikings over Falcons, Bucks over Texans, Chargers over Raiders, and he's got the Chiefs over the Eagles.
Ooh, okay.
Staying loyal to his Chiefs, man. He picked them last week.
Mason, yeah, he rides with the Chiefs, bro.
He does.
I mean, he's not like Cam said he's going to bet against Chiefs any week. We're going to predict that.
Yeah.
So
pretty-
but wow, this is going to be interesting. So the game that's riding for me would be I picked Falcons. Everyone picked Vikings.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds
so
like.
There's not really any writing for me either. It was across the board.
Chiefs.
90% of all our picks are the same this week, and so the
NFL's
games could be
bro.
close, but we all kind of picked the same, and so after this week, the records will be kind of pretty similar. But
So
we'll
I'm
see.
landing, bro. I'm gonna need Falcons get that upset.
It can
I mean,
go
obviously, anything could go. Jags could beat the Bengals, but Texans.
So it could end up being
It'll
really
be
good for all of
interesting,
us, or
dude.
really bad
It's
for all
so
of us.
interesting.
And so that is our week 2 NFL pick'ems right there. And so let us know down in the comments who you got for this week's NFL games and who you're picking and everything, and if there are any other games you want to see us add to the schedule. So that'll do it. Next up, we've got our college slate, week 3 college picks. See who's juiced up, man. Started off with our standings, man. We had a bit of a shakeup going into a highly anticipated week 3 of college, man. Everybody evened out pretty well.
Yeah.
So records right here. We've got Gally had a great week at 7-3 after he bounced back. Man, that man was 4-6. Bounced back, and so he is sitting at 11-9 and joins me and Cam and Mason all at 11-9. Cam was 6-4 following the week. Gally was 7-3, like I said. I myself was 5-5, and Mason was 4-6, and so he dropped back down. And then Cade, man, another 5-5 week, and so you are 10-10 in last place, but only a game
Why am
back
I
from
evening
everyone else.
out with
And so
everything?
there's 4 people, 1 game ahead of you. Other than that,
This week was tough for me, man, because I was undefeated starting out on pretty much both sides.
you're 5-0.
Yeah, I was 5, and even Chargers beating the Chiefs and stuff. And dude, the ending of NFL,
Yeah, dude.
and
it's
college just
wild.
screwed
And like
me.
I'll say,
Holy
like,
cow!
I went 5-5 this week. 4 out of my 5 losses were either lost
You went
in the
5-5
last.
this week?
Yeah, 4 out of my 5 losses were either lost in the final minute or in overtime.
Yeah.
And then I had Kansas, who was dominating for most of the game, and Missouri came back on them. And so it really could have went either other way. It wasn't really us being non-ball knowers, I guess. I mean, it were good
It's
matchups.
tough. It
man.
is
And so
tough,
it's crazy.
bro. It is tough,
It's crazy.
man.
And so getting into this week's college slate, there are a lot of games that go either way. So I'm interested to see who you got. First off, we got the Razorbacks, Arkansas at number 17, Ole Miss. Who we got?
Woo! As bro, college is getting pretty sketchy. I guess that's a good word for it because there's a lot of upsets. Give me Ole Miss still, man. I mean, dude, at Ole Miss, I feel like Arkansas is the team to put up the fight, but they don't close. I feel like they don't close like that.
That's a good way to put it.
I don't think Arkansas closes like that. So give me Ole Miss. I think the game is going to go really like that too. I think it's going to be really close, and then Arkansas just can't close it. So
I'm with you. I really want to. I really want Arkansas to win. Shout out the Razorbacks, man. I want them to.
Yeah.
And it feels like the past couple of years, I'm with you. They haven't been very good, but they scare a lot of teams, but they just can't close it out. And I feel like Ole Miss kind of had that game last week with Kentucky making it close and everything. They had a little bit of a scare to the very end when they pulled away
Yep.
against Kentucky, so I don't think they're going to let that happen again this
Yeah.
week. So I've got Ole Miss as well. Next up, this one is very interesting. We've got number 12 Clemson at Georgia Tech. Clemson, man, down 16-3 against Troy, and having to come back and win that one. And you're on the road against a Georgia Tech team that is. Georgia Tech may be the definition of a trap team, year in, year out. And so
I want to hear you first on this.
You really want to?
I
Dude,
do.
it's crazy because Clemson lost to LSU week 1. But it was a close game, and Clemson was in the lead through 3/4 of that game. And, I mean, they didn't look great, but they were holding their own and winning. Last week, they looked terrible, and they had to come from behind and just squeeze one out against Troy. Like, that looked bad. And it's tough, and they're on the road against Georgia Tech, and Georgia Tech is going to give everybody fits, and they're really tough. Georgia Tech could be ranked. Haynes King is a baller, but I think I'm going to stick with Clemson on this. I'm gonna play it safe. I think Clemson has some figuring out to do, and they got scared last week, and so they don't want to let it happen again. Because it's been 2 weeks in a row. They've lost, and then they almost lost really bad. So I think this week really tells us the trajectory of what Clemson's season is going to be like. And I think they sneak it out and stay alive for a little bit.
Word. Man, I looking at this, kind of staring at it, dude. Georgia Tech has been, I feel like they've been the upset kings.
Yes,
lately.
I know.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I think last year they beat Cam Ward for the first time. That was his first L last year. Give me Clemson.
Okay,
Dude, give me
okay.
Clemson. I'm with you. Bro, Clemson still held LSU to 17 points, bro. I was iffy about this. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Georgia Tech
tough.
upset Kings, bro. That's just that team. I feel like
tough.
Vandy kind of sits on that same level of Georgia Tech. Like, they're just like, ooh, they're that threat to just upset one of these top teams. But give me Clemson, man. Troy. I think the fact that Troy gave him that what do you call it? Alert, like, dude, like, hey, like, wake up. Like, I think they woke up from this and they're like, hey, we got to get it going. So it's Cade Klubnik too. So it's like, dude, we know what he's capable of. He's got to get it done. I think he's gonna. I just don't think Georgia Tech's gonna squeeze this one out. So yeah, give me Clemson. I'm with you, man. And I think we're all alone on that one.
Yeah, we might be.
I think we're all alone.
Next up, it's time to see how Bama does against another Power 4 opponent. We've got Wisconsin at number 19, Alabama. Who you got in this one?
Give me Bama, bro. I mean, it's just the name on themselves. They got to live up to the name. But then again, I bet on a name in the past, Arch Manning, and that didn't work out. But still, give me Bama.
We bet on Bama against
Wisconsin.
Florida State.
I did. But
We all did.
it's Bama, dude. If they want to, I mean, that'd just be odd if Bama isn't ranked by the end of the season. Like, not even like. Can you imagine like Bama just not being ranked at the end of the season?
Yeah, it's
just
crazy.
weird. I mean, that's the only thing that. I don't want to say that because of that, but at the same time, it's just I think this is just me playing safe. Like, give me Bama, bro.
And I'm going to play it safe, too. Give me Bama. It's been a couple years since Wisconsin's really made a name for themselves, and so it's kind of tough to know how they are or not. And so I'm going to play safe. Bama's at home. Give me Bama.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got, what is it, the Backyard Brawl, a huge rivalry right now. And Pitt and West Virginia fans, you let me know. I can't remember what the name of it is. It's Backyard Brawl something, but it is a heated rivalry between Pitt at West Virginia. Who you got?
Man, don't know much about them. Had to kind of go and do some statistics and kind of look back. But dude, give me Pitt. I think they've been decent the past couple of years. They've been pretty good. I mean, I'm just going Pitt. Don't know much about them, so that's just my pick.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I
gonna
don't
go.
think
I'm gonna go with Pitt too. It's tough because it's a rivalry game.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. But West Virginia did lose to Ohio University last week.
Yeah.
And so that's,
I did see that. Yeah,
that's tough. That really sets you
Had
back
to
a
do
little
some
bit.
research. Yeah.
That sets you back a little bit. And even though the Mountaineers are at home, I got to go with Pitt. All right. This one would have been a lot tougher had South Florida not won. But we've got Florida at number 3, LSU in Death Valley. Easy pick for you?
Easy pick, man. Florida, my boy South Florida destroyed you. You think I'm going to pick you against LSU? Nah, bro. Give me LSU all the way. It's just move on.
Yeah,
What you
move
got?
on. I got LSU, man. I bet on the Tigers earlier in the season. My preseason predictions,
Yeah,
everything.
gotta
man.
stick with 'em.
I stick with them, man. LSU's winning that. This one is tough, just like Clemson, Georgia Tech. This one's tough. We've got Vanderbilt at number 11, South Carolina.
Man,
I remember comments you made about Vandy last week.
I did make. I mean, I
And
really
they put
don't
it
remember.
on
They
Virginia
put it
Tech.
on. I went. So from what I remember, I put my trust in Virginia Tech because I thought they'd be hungry enough to get a dub after they played
South Carolina.
South Carolina. They played South Carolina.
Yeah.
Wow. So Vandy coming in here. Wow, this is nuts, dude. I mean, I do have my pick locked in. Give me South Carolina. Okay. Dude, I did pick against
so
Vandy.
tough,
It'll be tough because I'm telling you, like, I am expecting Vandy to possibly get it done, but at the same time, I have to play it safe. I don't know. I bet against Vandy and they got it done against Virginia Tech, but it's South Carolina. They haven't looked as good as I thought they would.
It's taken them a while to win both weeks.
So, dude, holy cow. I'm just going to... South Carolina, please don't be that team. So,
I'm with you. I got to go South Carolina. It's really tough. I remember what you said. You were like, last year, Vandy was this team that made these upsets, gave teams a run for their money, but it didn't happen until later.
It's just another Georgia Tech.
They looked good last week, and they're another Georgia Tech team. And it's tough because South Carolina hasn't lived up to their potential the last couple weeks.
Into, bro.
That is one to tune into. Like I said with Clemson, this game is going to be a great tell to see the trajectory of South Carolina's season. And so I got to go with the Gamecocks. I'm very interested in this matchup. Next up, we got the latest game on our slate. I think this kicks off at like 9 p.m., man. West
Saturday?
Coast, man. Yeah, it's going to be late, man. 9:30. We got Galley's Gophers.
Galley stayed up late.
Minnesota at Cal Berkeley. I wish Galley was here a little bit to tell us, how the Gophers are doing a little bit.
Yeah, I wish you were here, bro.
Both teams are
2-0.
Both teams are 2-0 right now.
Yeah.
And so, who you got, Kate?
Man, just to kind of recap on these teams, I haven't really personally seen them play, but just kind of doing some research, looking back. I did look at the highlights, man. Minnesota did put up a hefty 66 points, if I'm wrong. I don't know. I think that's right.
And they didn't play the full game.
Yeah.
The other team forfeited. They called it.
That's nuts,
They had
bro.
a weather delay, and they called it instead of waiting for it to resume.
Might as well. But at the same time, bro, Cal did put up 34 on Oregon State. Minnesota only beat Buffalo 23-10. Give me California, bro. Right. Honestly, like the QB looking like I don't even know the QB. Do you know the name of the QB?
No.
I don't either, but I watched the highlights.
Sorry, Cal fans.
Sorry, Cal fans. I looked up the highlights. I was watching them. I was like, dude, Cal looks like they're going to get it done. Minnesota, 66 is scary, but, dude, I don't even know who that was against because I didn't care to write it down. But obviously, you guys couldn't even beat Buffalo past 30 points. It was 23-10. Oregon State. Cal put 34 on them. Got to go California. Sorry, Cal.
You know what? Those are pretty good reasons right there.
Yeah. I'm just
you're
sus
trying
about
to convince me a little bit.
I'm a little sus about it, bro.
I am going to put my trust because I went against Galley because I picked the Bears instead of his Vikings right now.
Sorry, Galley.
And Galley, if you get me wrong this week, man, I don't know. Galley. I don't know if I can go with you for the rest of the season. I got to go with Minnesota here. I put my trust together. I'm going with the Gophers, man. We'll see what happens.
So you feel like I mean, to be honest, he didn't really tell us Vikings would win, but at the same time, I don't know.
I got to go with the Gophers.
It was a hesitant one, bro. I don't know.
And then we've got 3 ranked matchups this week. The first off, we've got number 16 Texas A&M at number 8 Notre Dame. Interesting matchup.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Very, very interesting matchup. I mean,
you look
that's a struggle one.
A little bit perplexed.
I'm gonna go straight off of home stadium, bro. I think that is the huge. This one is very close, very, very close for me. I already said at home stadium. Give me Notre Dame. If this was at A&M, I would pick A&M, dude. That's home of the 12th man. But like, dude, at Notre Dame, I was iffy. I feel like it would have been way easier if it was at Texas A&M, but. Dude, I'm gonna go Notre Dame. That's not even me playing it safe. I just think the home field advantage has a huge factor in this game.
And that's a big factor on why I'm picking Notre Dame too. Is the home team in this is a huge reason, man. Like you said, if it was at Kyle Field and College Station, man, like A&M, I could see them winning. But like I said, for South Carolina. A&M has taken a while to get going in these 2 games. Like it's been close, and then they pulled away at the end. And so it's
like a vision too. It's like wow, I see them winning at Kyle Field, but at the same time, it's like wait, they're playing Indy. I don't see it, bro. I see a chance, but I see Notre Dame. If they win, I won't be surprised. But at the same time,
all right, man, it's time. Number 18, South Florida at number 5, Miami. I'm gonna let Kay give a spiel a little bit.
Man,
are you sticking with the Bulls, man?
Bro, did y'all not learn from last week? You don't pick against South Florida. That's who I am going with. Who would I be if I were to just go out here and pick Miami and then South Florida? Well, nah, bro. I'm sticking with South Florida. That's
especially
my team
against Miami,
right now.
You've hated on.
Yeah, I hate Miami. South Florida. Picked him against Florida, dude. Holy cow. I got to go South Florida. This is the game over NFL and college. This is the game of week for me, bro.
You're going to get Miami fans riled up again, man. I am tuning in. Miami, dude. South Florida is coming for you. Notre Dame could not get it done, but, dude, listen, Miami. I got to shout out that one, bro. I want to call us out, but, dude, South Florida is coming for you. Byron Brown, dude. Ooh, Carson Beck, you better look out, bro, because I hope that this is the one that South Florida knocks off Miami. Dude, give me South Florida all the way. You guys have been great, man. I'm sticking with you guys. This is my team right now for college. So. It's tough, man. It's tough because I'd love to see him do it. I really would. I'd love to see him do it. But Miami looked good against Notre Dame, man. They did. They proved me wrong. That's for sure. And I mean, I can easily see them seeing what Florida did and not wanting to repeat or make the same mistakes as them. Man, on this one, I'm sorry. I'd love to see it happen, and I hope it does happen, but I got to play it safe and pick Miami, man. The Hurricanes are going to win.
Dude, they're going to win.
They're going to do it, bro. They're going to do it. I hope South Florida makes the playoffs. They're the Group of 5 team.
South Florida, man, y'all on the street. Don't let me, I'm telling you, bro. I got all the faith in you to get this done. This is a matchup. I love South Florida. They've been right with me, dude. Miami, this is number 1 hated team for me. Destroy Carson Beck. Take him out, man. Come on, dude. You probably feel the same way, but you play, like you said. I mean, yeah, there's a chance.
Man, I got Miami.
Let's go either way. So.
And then the last matchup, we got a top 15 SEC matchup. This one's huge. Number 6, Georgia at number 15, Tennessee.
You want to go first on this one?
This one's
tough,
what you got,
man. Bro.
Georgia played Austin Peay last week. And it was 14-3 at halftime, and they only won 24-3. Like, what are we doing? And Georgia looked like that in week 1 too against Marshall. Like, not necessarily they blew out Marshall, but it was like Georgia's looked asleep almost these first 2 weeks, and so I don't know what to think about them. And Tennessee hasn't played much of anybody either. They played a little bit more. They played Syracuse week 1, but Tennessee's been airing it out, man. They've scored a lot of points, and so I really have no idea what to make of this game. And it's at Tennessee, one of the hardest places to play. I got to go Georgia. I can't bet against Georgia, man. I can't do it. No matter how they look, no matter how good Tennessee has looked, no matter if it's at Tennessee Stadium, I think Kirby Smart's going to have those boys ready to go in and steal a victory. Yeah. I think I got to go Georgia.
Yeah, I mean, turn around there. I thought you were going to be Tennessee, to be honest. But, man, this one was a struggle, dude. The stadium's huge.
It's tough, man. This is
number 6 at number 15, Tennessee, dude.
And even though I'm picking them, I have no idea what to think of Georgia right now.
I don't either. I mean, it's week 3 for college football coming up. Like, dude, it's still really, really early. I got to go with you on Georgia, bro.
Okay.
Like, Kirby Smart. Like, if one coach, Kirby Smart's going to get it done, man.
It's going to be a tough road win, man.
It's going to be a tough one, but God, by the end of the day, we got to pick one. Like, I can't stare at it all day. So that's what that defines that game for me, dude. Yeah. I'm just like, I got to pick one, dude. So just give me Georgia. That feels like at the end of the day, you got to go with your gut, which is the safest route. Mm-hmm. And that's Georgia for me right now. That's gonna
be a good one to watch, man. So some good games this weekend. Another good week of games, man. And so
let me ask you real quick, what's your number 1 tune-in game right now for this slate for NFL and college?
Oh, NFL and college.
Yeah, let me see what you got.
Okay, so number 1 for NFL is going to be Eagles Chiefs. Yeah, that's for sure. Super Bowl rematch. I got to do that. And then college, definitely. I'm going to want to tune in Georgia, Tennessee. Just those big SEC games, the environment is just going to be there. But then outside of that, I got to go South Florida, Miami, just because you got to see it. South Florida is – can they keep it rolling?
Dude, come on, man.
And then that Vandy, South Carolina, and those Clemson, Georgia Tech matchups are very intriguing. Definitely ones,
If you had to pick one, what are your final 2 NFL college?
Eagles, Chiefs.
Yeah.
South Florida, Miami. I gotta go South Florida, Miami, just to see it, see if it happens.
Yeah, I'll start with college. South Florida, Miami. Yeah. Give it to me, dude. Obviously, I'm picking South Florida. I've been rolling with them the first 2 weeks. We didn't do pick'ems for South Florida against Boise, but dude, I picked them to beat Florida.
And
wow.
They got your uniform and
my
Player
uniform
of the Week
and
awards.
Player of the Week awards, dude. My South Florida, you're on my team right now. So that's got to be my college slate right there. A lot of other good games. My NFL. Eagles, Chiefs, yes, but dude, I gotta tune in the Vikings and Falcons, dude.
That'll be a fun one to watch, man.
That's gonna be an interesting one. You got Penix, bro, coming off his. He won the spot later in the season last year,
but he was hurt at the start.
He was hurt, but he's still there. McCarthy looks great, man. But dude, at the that's got to be the one. Obviously, I'm tuning in the Eagles Chiefs, but still, like,
Not bad.
I want to see the vibe.
Yeah,
This
that'll be
is
a fun one
new.
to
This
watch.
is fresh. This is like, wow, who's gonna be the dog?
That'll be a good one to watch.
Yeah.
All right, so it's time to read off our other members' picks here. Starting off with Galley, got Ole Miss over Arkansas. Picked Georgia Tech to beat Clemson. Alabama over Wisconsin. Pitt over West Virginia. LSU over Florida. South Carolina over Vanderbilt. He picked his Gophers to beat Cal. Notre Dame to beat A&M. He picked Miami to beat South Florida, and he picked Georgia to beat Tennessee. Cam has got Ole Miss over Arkansas. He also picked Georgia Tech to upset Clemson. Alabama over Wisconsin. Pitt over West Virginia. LSU over Florida. South Carolina over Vandy. Minnesota over Cal. He picked Texas A&M to beat Notre Dame. Miami over South Florida. And Georgia over Tennessee. And finally, Coach Mace's picks. Ole Miss over Arkansas. He picked Georgia Tech to beat Clemson too. It's just you and me
Just
with
me
Clemson,
and you,
man.
bro.
So that'll be an interesting one. Alabama over Wisconsin. He picked West Virginia to beat Pitt. LSU over Florida, South Carolina over Vandy, Minnesota over Cal, Notre Dame over A&M, Miami over South Florida, and Georgia over Tennessee.
Wow, am I alone on Cal?
Yeah, and South Florida. And so I think just like our previous NFL picks, if you've tuned into those, a lot of unanimous picks. And so it could go very well for us this week, or it could go very badly for us this week.
Also, it's good.
So
This is a good week. I'm so excited, bro, because I'm down right now. So it's like
Yeah.
the South Florida and Cal game right now for me are
can bump you out. It can bump you out. It's close right now, man. It's close up. And so that is our college slate for week 3 of the college football season. And so, like we said for the NFL picks, comment down below who you picked for these games. Let us know. Let us know what teams we need to be tuning into, who to add to the slate, what players to look out for, and all that. And so that is our college slate for week 3. But that will do it for Juiced Up, and that will do it for episode 26 of the Dream Juice podcast.
26.
Like we said, be tuning in on Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays. We will have our podcast up on Wednesdays, and I will take the pick'ems out of this and put it on Thursdays and Fridays, so you get 3 straight days of Dream Juice.
Wow.
But like I said, we will have our movie Marvel content like we had at the beginning of this pod, if it comes about and all that. And don't worry, we will have episodes planned out in the future like this.
Tune
and
in, but it's football season.
It's football season. It's going, man.
We got some time till Marvel,
So we'll get you guys. We'll cover it when it happens because we can't miss out on that stuff. At its core, we're Marvel stuff too. But hey, Juiced Up. Football, it's rolling, man. So that will do it for episode 26 of the pod. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time.